It's now. It's What's Happening.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
What's happening?
It's what's happening this week in Indy and surrounding areas.
Tell me more.
This is
In the Community.
In the Community.
Welcome to the In the Community podcast. I'm Wish TV's events manager, Allan Haw. So have you figured out what you're doing this weekend? Don't worry, I got you covered. We got something for everybody. We'll tell you what's going on with the best stuff from the Wish TV community calendar. So let's get started. Here's what's happening for the weekend of Friday, March 28th through Sunday, March 30th, 2025. I'll tell you about Ballet's greatest love story and more from the Wish TV community calendar. So let's make it a great weekend and find out what's going on in the community.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
For this week's featured event, the Indianapolis Ballet partners with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. Here's more about their production of the classic Swan Lake.
Fans are getting excited, as they should be. The return of a highly anticipated performance this weekend. We have Executive Director for Indianapolis Ballet, Don Steffi, here to tell us all about it. Swan Lake returning. This is so fun. This is a great one.
Well, it's great because it's a triple threat.
Yeah.
So the Indianapolis Ballet is partnering with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra and Clowes Memorial Hall.
Wow.
For Swan Lake, full production, gorgeous sets. Great dancing, by the way.
Yeah, insanely great dancing.
Yes, and especially the wonderful musicians in the orchestra. But there'll be over 70 musicians. And this is a follow-up to last year. We did Romeo and Juliet as a premiere of a pilot program. What do we think? Everyone loved it, and we're moving forward.
I think I remember when you guys came in together last year to talk about Romeo and Juliet, and there was so much excitement because it hadn't been done in...
Well, we
had you guys had never done it ever.
No.
For that to happen, I think people who love the arts and love this city went, yeah, that makes so much sense. Why wouldn't we keep doing it?
Right.
And now with this one, I mean, it works out perfectly with Swan Lake.
It's beautiful, and it is perfectly well presented, and we're excited. I mean, the sales are moving along. I encourage people to go to our website, indyballet.org. Purchase tickets. We have a wide range, so we've made ticket pricing for Swan Lake really available for just about everyone. Yeah. So students as well. Yeah. So it's good.
Don, you mentioned that triple threat, and when you think of live music from an orchestral music, it adds another element, obviously, to the dance, and vice versa, the dance to the music.
It does.
But then when you put it in a venue like Clowes Hall, I mean, that is just like over the top.
It is over the top, as it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be. And really, our founder, our artistic director, Victoria Liris, has been working hand in glove with Jack Everly, Maestro Jack Everly from the Symphony. And they've been going over the score, putting the order in the order it needs for our version of the ballet.
Sure.
And it's just absolutely wonderful.
I know you all individually are professionals. I've been to performances of both the ballet and the orchestra, but when you combine those things, it can't be easy initially, right? There has to be some give and take of, okay, you guys do things this way, we do things this way. How do we make these things work together?
Well, the one is that sometimes, like for an orchestral evening, they can play it at the tempo that they feel, is good for that evening. But is that a danceable tempo?
Right. Are the dancers going to have to be moving a little bit faster to get there?
So luckily, Jack Everly, for 14 years, was conductor for American Ballet Theater in New York. So he knows ballet backwards and forwards. He knows that nuance. And so when he and Vicky are talking, he knows exactly what she's talking about so that the dancers do look gorgeous.
It sounds super cliche, but it really is a dance, right? Making those things work together is amazing. Swan Lake happening March 28th is 7:30 performance on the 28th.
28th.
29th, you're going to do a 2 p.m. performance, so you get that afternoon if you don't, want to do something in the evenings, and then Sunday, March 29th,
Yeah, Saturday evening.
Saturday evening, March 29th as well. Two shows that day at 7:30, and there are still tickets for all of those if you want to go.
There are.
And I encourage you to, because this is something that is historic. It's something that the city needs, and I love that you guys make it happen, and I love that we've continued this tradition.
Yeah.
And that you guys come share it with us.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Don. We'll have all the information so you can get those tickets over on our website as well at lifestylelive.tv.
Ballet's greatest love story returns. The Indianapolis Ballet partners with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra for the second year in a row to produce the classic Swan Lake. Light and darkness clash set against Tchaikovsky's iconic score and combine in this tale about Odette and Odile and Odette's mission to break a cruel curse by finding true and faithful love. Deeply moving and visually stunning, Swan Lake is the quintessential classical ballet. If you've not been a fan of ballet, you got to see this one because I think it might change your mind. It's steeped in themes of temptation, jealousy, deception, and drama. The 66th Annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels, presented by Ray Skillman, returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds and Event Center March 28th through the 30th. See customs, hot rods, trucks, motorcycles, and lowriders on display vying for top honors and awards in the Summit Racing Equipment Show Cars Series. These are not regular cars that you'll see just driving down the street. These are some of the coolest custom cars and trucks and motorcycles in the world. Some of the highlights include the Megamorph transforming robot car, and don't forget the Celebrity Showcase. This year they're featuring Dee Snider from the 80s rock legend Twisted Sister. Altogether, over 500 incredible vehicles of all shapes, sizes, and descriptions, I mean, literally all descriptions, will fill 3 buildings for the 64th Annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels. Are you a true crime fan? Well, Advocacy Con is a groundbreaking conference using the power of true crime for positive change. Advocacy Con is aimed at filling critical gaps in the true crime space. It's set to make its inaugural debut at the Indianapolis Marriott East in Indianapolis from March 28th through the 30th. Founded by a group of dedicated individuals passionate about supporting the advocates fighting tirelessly for justice, Advocacy.com promises to be a transformative event in the world of true crime. Eric Carter Landkin, known for his advocacy work on his brother Jacob's case, creating the True Consequences podcast and the nonprofit Angels Voices Silenced No More, along with Whitney St. Andre and Melissa Lineweber, hosts of the Navigating Advocacy podcast, have joined forces to create this exceptional event. The inaugural Advocacy Con promises to be a landmark event, bringing together advocates, resources, experts, and advocacy-focused content creators. You can expect engaging keynote speakers, informative workshops, networking opportunities, and a supportive environment that encourages collaboration. The aim is to shift the narrative surrounding true crime from exploitation to empowerment, where we harness its potential to do good. Advocacy Con is more than just a conference. It is a movement. The mission is to cultivate a supportive, resilient, and empowering community where families of the missing and murdered can access essential resources, gain valuable insights, and unite in advocacy efforts that foster healing and justice. The conference will provide a platform for advocates to network, share best practices, and explore innovative ways to make a lasting impact. On your mark, get set, roll. It's the second greatest spectacle in racing. The Indiana State Museum invites you to race your Pinewood Derby cars March 26th through April 6th and watch as they zip down the 2-story, 125-foot track and across the finish line. Alumni Derby racers can brush the dust off their own Pinewood Derby cars, and new racers can fine-tune their car creations, or you can borrow one from the museum's lineup. Racing is open to the public and is included in museum admission. Race day and the Best in Show contest will be on April 5th. Well, it's that time again. Time for Final Fridays. Every final Friday of the month, Old Town Greenwood stores and restaurants stay open late, and there'll be local artisans, entertainers, musicians, and other fun throughout the downtown. Have you ever wished you could turn back time, go back to a simpler, happy time filled with sock hops, drive-in theaters, muscle cars, and thick sideburns? Well, get out your poodle skirts and leather jackets. Cirque Italia's Gold Unit performers can't wait to take you back to a time when hula hoops and soda fountains were abundant. Elvis Presley dominated the airwaves, greased hair was all the rage, and street racing was a parent's greatest concern. Come along for the ride when a 1950s obsessed adolescent falls asleep and dreams of living in this revolutionary era. This high-octane show is guaranteed to captivate and engage every kiddo and daddy-o in the audience. Cirque Italia believes multiculturalism is one of our strongest assets. Their show features performers from Argentina, Brazil, Romania, and many other countries. Of course, these incredible artists are preparing to wow you with their astounding acts: master jugglers, low-wire fanatics, dazzling contortion, wild trampoline antics, and even a wheel of death. So you want to know more? Well, just go and have a dream with them as they travel back in time. Cirque Italia's mission is to provide high-class entertainment suitable for all age groups, where all are welcome in a strictly animal-free show. Bring the whole family to the Greenwood Park Mall March 28th through the 31st for an experience you'll never forget. Join a night full of lights, thrills, laughter, and more with a stage that holds 35,000 gallons of water. This show will be held inside a large tent just outside the Greenwood Park Mall. Showtimes vary from 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30 p.m. This weekend, it's March Madness in Indiana. For starters, Indianapolis is hosting the NCAA Tournament Midwest Regional at Lucas Oil Stadium. That'll be happening Friday and Sunday, March 28th and 30th. Houston takes on Purdue, and Tennessee takes on Kentucky. They all made the Sweet 16, and the last team standing earns a spot in the Final Four in San Antonio. Saturday, IHSAA basketball takes over downtown as the high school boys basketball state tournament is played March 29th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Session 1 tips off at 10:30 a.m. with the Class 1A state championship as Clinton Prairie takes on Orleans. Then it's Manchester versus University in the Class 2A state championship. Session 2 starts at 6 with the Class 3A state championship of South Bend St. Joseph versus Indianapolis Crispus Attucks. And the day wraps up with the Class 4A state championship as Fishers, which is the only remaining undefeated team in the tournament, they take on Jeffersonville. If you live on Indy's west side, can you believe it's been almost a year and a half? But the Pike branch of the library is reopening this Saturday, March 29th. The celebration will kick off at 10, featuring a ribbon cutting, live entertainment for all ages. Entertainment includes music by Mr. Daniel, a Silly Safaris animal show, a children's fishing program with Go Fishing with Clint, and face painting and balloon twisting by Cinnamon the Clown. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so enjoy an afternoon filled with networking, fun, prizes, and most importantly, reach some fundraising goals for the United Negro College Fund to support deserving college students at the UNCF Bowl-a-thon, Saturday, March 29th at Woodland Bowl. The goal for this year is to raise $50,000 and have 300-plus bowlers to help further students' dreams to attend one of UNCF's 37 member colleges and universities. The UNCF Bowl-a-thon is a broad-based community fundraising event in which you can recruit individuals, family members, friends, and coworkers to participate in this non-competitive bowling to raise the much-needed funds to support the UNCF students. The only competition is for the prizes, which go to a team and or individual based upon the amount of funds that you raise. And it's time to kick off the Indy 11 season. The home opener for the boys in blue, it's Saturday, March 29th at 7 o'clock as they take on Colorado Springs at Carroll Stadium. They look to build off a successful year in 2024 where they made it to the semifinals of the U.S. Open Cup and finished fourth in the standings in the East. So come on out and cheer on the 11 this Saturday at the Mike. Well, these are just a few of the events you'll find on the Wish TV community calendar. You can find more information about these events and more. Plus, if you have an event you'd like to share, well, just click on the link in the show notes. That'll take you right to the Wish TV community calendar, where you can let everyone know about your event. I hope you'll follow this podcast so you can keep up on everything going on and maybe tell a friend about it if you find it helpful. I'm Wish TV's events manager, Allan Haw, and I'll be back again next week to help you plan a great weekend in the community on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From Wish TV, this is In the Community. Discover more and learn more about what's happening in Indy and surrounding areas at wishtv.com.
And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.